My beloved child, in the vastness of the world, in the chaos of your struggles, there is a constant truth that you must hold close to your heart. With me, there is always enough. In every season of life, through every storm that may come, I am your provider, your protector, and the source of all you need. The world may try to convince you that you lack, that you are not enough, or that the resources around you are finite. But I tell you, do not be swayed by the whispers of scarcity. The truth is, in my realm, there is abundance that stretches beyond your understanding. I see you, child. I see your heart filled with longing, and I hear your prayers. You ask for guidance, for strength, for sustenance. And know this, I am always listening. When you ask for the provisions of your journey, know that I am more than able to provide. You might not always see it in the moment, but there is no lack in my presence. I am not a God who withholds. I am a God who gives, who blesses, who pours out my abundance onto you. Look around you at the world I have created. The oceans stretch endlessly. Their waters never run dry. Their waves never cease. The sky, vast and open, holds within it the stars that shine without end. When you gaze upon the world, do you think the trees will stop bearing fruit? Do you believe the sun will stop rising to warm the earth? No, my child. The creation I have made is a testament to the truth that there is always enough, and it all flows from me. When you find yourself in need, whether it be of peace, of provision, of wisdom, come to me. Know that I am your shepherd, and I lead you beside still waters. I restore your soul. In times of struggle, when your heart feels empty, when your spirit is weary, remember this: my love is an ever-flowing well. The strength I give you is never depleted. Just as the rain falls upon the earth to nourish the land, my love rains down upon you, refreshing you, lifting you up. Do not be deceived by the fleeting nature of the world's promises. The world will tell you that you must chase after possessions, after wealth, after status. It will tell you that happiness lies in what you acquire, what you own, what you achieve. But I tell you, the true abundance is not found in things, but in me. All that you truly need is already provided for. And when you walk in my light, you will always have enough. The lies of lack may come from your own fears, from the doubts that arise in your mind. But I am here to remind you, I am the God of abundance, and there is no shortage in my kingdom. When you walk with me, your needs will be met, not just the physical needs, but the deeper needs of your soul. Your heart's deepest desires are seen and known by me. And though the world may fail you, though the people around you may fall short, I will never leave you wanting. In times when you feel like you are running out of strength, out of time, out of resources, pause, breathe, come to me. I am always enough. I am the creator of time, of life, of every breath you take. I have given you everything you need, and I am always with you, guiding you through every moment. You will never run out of my love. You will never be left without the comfort and strength you need to continue. My child, do not allow the distractions of the world to make you believe that you are in lack. Do not let the false promises of material things cloud your vision of the truth. Abundance is not measured by what you possess, but by the peace and contentment you find in my presence. There is always enough with me. In my arms, you will never go hungry for love, for guidance, for purpose. I am enough for you, now and always. In the vastness of creation, the most precious truth remains. There is always enough with me. For in me, all things are made, and all things are sustained. You may look around and see that there are limits to time, to wealth, to opportunities. But with me, there are no such boundaries. The world's resources may feel finite. The world's promises may be fleeting. but in my hands there is never a shortage. My provision knows no end, and my grace is never exhausted. You see, the world operates by a different law, one where people are taught to fear scarcity. You are told to hold tightly to what you have, to fear losing what little you possess, because the world's rhythm beats to a drum of lack. But this is not my way. I do not work according to the world's economy, where the world says take as much as you can, for there will be none left. I say, give freely, for in my giving there is always more. Where the world says, you must fight for every inch, for there is not enough, I say, rest in me, for all that you need is already provided. When you trust in me, you begin to understand this divine principle. I am not a God who holds back, not a God who measures out with a limited hand. My abundance is immeasurable. My grace is inexhaustible. When you open your heart to this truth, you will see that you lack nothing. It is in this awareness that you begin to move beyond fear, beyond the anxiety of scarcity, into a life of peace and freedom. You realize that you are not defined by what you have or don't have. You are defined by me, and in me, you have all that you will ever need. There is a deep comfort in knowing that no matter where you are or what you face, I am always enough. I provide for the birds of the air and the lilies of the field, and I will provide for you. I sustain the oceans and the mountains, and I will sustain you. The rain falls when it is needed, and the seasons change with perfect rhythm. I know the rhythm of your heart, and I know the exact provision you need at every moment. In this, there is peace. Peace that comes from trusting in the one who created it all, the one who governs it all, the one who is more than capable of providing everything for you. In the moments when doubt creeps in, when you look around and see others with more, or wonder if you have enough, remember, I am the source of all things. There is no lack in me. When you are thirsty, I am the living water. When you are hungry, I am the bread of life. When you are weak, I am your strength. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Everything you need, I have already given. And when you ask, I give freely. I do not withhold. I am not a God who gives with one hand and takes with the other. I give in abundance, and I bless without measure. The very fabric of life is woven with my provision. Think of the intricate ways in which the world operates, the way the sun rises and sets, the way the earth spins and the seasons change. These are the ways I work. Everything in balance, everything in harmony. So when you walk with me, when you trust in my provision, you begin to align yourself with this divine flow. You stop struggling against the current, and you start to float. You stop striving to accumulate what is not truly yours to keep, and you start receiving freely the gifts that I place before you. And so, my dear, remember this: there is always enough with me. Not just in the physical sense, but in every sense. I am enough to fill your soul, to guide your steps, to strengthen your heart. In me, you have all you will ever need. And when you trust in that truth, you find that you are never alone, never lacking, never without. For my abundance knows no end, and in my love, there is always enough. The key to experiencing the abundance that I offer is not just in knowing that I am enough, but in trusting that I will always provide what is needed at the right time. The world may teach you to chase after what you want, to gather more, to store up for uncertain days. But my way is different. I ask you to trust in my timing, to know that what you need will always arrive at the moment it is meant to. There is no need to fear, no need to hoard, because in my care, there is always enough. The rhythm of life, the movement of seasons, the unfolding of each day, all of it is part of the divine flow, a flow that you are always a part of, even when you cannot see it. When you step into this divine flow, you begin to realize that there is no need to fight, no need to scramble for what you think you lack. You begin to walk with ease, knowing that every step you take is guided, and every provision you require will appear exactly when it is needed. Just as the river flows, without hesitation, carrying with it what is needed to nourish the land, so too does my provision flow, without ceasing to you. Trust that the river of my love and abundance will never run dry. You may sometimes feel like the journey is too difficult, that the challenges ahead are too great to overcome. But I tell you, this is just the illusion of the world. When you place your trust in me, you no longer have to carry the weight of worry, of anxiety over what tomorrow may bring. Trust in the knowing that there is always enough with me. I am the creator of time, of seasons, and of life itself. There is no moment that I cannot provide for. There is no need that I am unaware of. In every circumstance, I am the provider. In every hardship, I am your comfort. There are moments in life when you will feel like you don't have enough time, enough resources, enough strength. You may look at your life and feel overwhelmed by the distance between where you are and where you wish to be. But these feelings are a result of forgetting one simple truth. In me, there is always enough. You may not have everything you think you need right now, but trust that what you have is sufficient for the moment. You have everything you need to face the challenges ahead, and I will provide what is lacking in my perfect time. The world tells you to accumulate, to strive, to gather and hoard. But my way is one of trust, of surrender. The more you try to force your own provision, the more you resist the flow of my abundance. When you let go of the need to control, you open yourself to the limitless supply I have for you. I am the provider, and my provision comes in ways you cannot always predict. Sometimes it comes in the form of unexpected blessings. Sometimes it comes as the wisdom to make the right choice. And sometimes it arrives as the strength to endure through the challenges. Whatever it may be, it is always enough. Even in times of uncertainty, when the future feels unclear, rest in the peace that comes from knowing that you are not alone. I am with you, guiding you, providing for you. Trust that the path ahead is one I have already prepared for you, a path where every step is ordained and every need is met. Your role is not to chase after what you think is missing, but to align your heart with mine, to trust in the knowledge that with me, there is always enough. The very essence of life is built upon trust. You trust the earth to support you, the air to breathe, the sun to rise and set, and I ask you to trust me in the same way. Just as these elements work without question, providing everything you need to live, I too work without hesitation to provide for you. My love is infinite, my provision unending. You will never be without what you need when you walk with me. So in the moments when doubt creeps in, when fear of scarcity rises in your heart, remind yourself, there is always enough with me. There is no need to fear, no need to worry, no need to scramble for what is already yours. Trust in my divine timing, in the flow of my provision, and in the certainty that I am always enough. In the stillness of life, in the quiet moments when you allow yourself to just be, you begin to realize that there is always enough with me. You may search for more in the outer world, in the pursuit of possessions, achievements, or accolades, but it is in the simplicity of being connected with me that you discover the most profound truth. You are never without. The world may make you believe that happiness comes from more wealth, more recognition, more things. But the truth is that happiness, peace, and contentment come from knowing that all that is needed is already within reach. You do not need to fill your life with distractions or seek fulfillment in things that are fleeting. When you align with me, you come to understand that every moment, every breath, every step on this journey is an abundant gift. The simple things, an afternoon breeze, the warmth of the sun, the laughter of a loved one, are not trivial. They are part of the vast, endless supply I offer. There is a wealth of joy and satisfaction in the simplicity of life when you choose to see it. Too often you are taught to believe that more is the answer. But in truth, more does not always lead to peace. It leads to greater desire. More things may give temporary pleasure, but it is in the heart of simplicity that you find lasting contentment. I do not ask you to chase after what others chase. I ask you to recognize that in the quiet moments, in the peaceful pauses, you are already surrounded by abundance. The world's definition of success may be built on the accumulation of wealth, fame, and power. But my definition of success is built on contentment, peace, and the recognition that I have already given you everything you need. When you stop to breathe deeply, to appreciate the small, seemingly insignificant moments, you realize that you have enough. In the smile of a stranger, in the sound of raindrops on the roof, in the gentle embrace of a loved one, you begin to see the richness that surrounds you. This is my gift to you, the beauty and simplicity. The world will try to convince you that you need more, that you need to have it all. But I tell you, you are already whole. In me, there is no shortage of anything, and that includes your capacity to find joy in the ordinary. Look around you and see the abundance that is ever present. The earth provides for all its creatures without question. The trees offer their shade, the rivers provide their water, and the sky gives its air. All freely, all endlessly, you are part of this great divine system. And just as the earth provides for the animals, the plants, the waters, and the skies, I provide for you. You do not have to chase after what is already given. The earth itself teaches you this. There is enough for all. There is enough for you. In the quiet moments, when you strip away the noise of life, you find that you already have enough. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You do not need to acquire more in order to feel complete. You already are complete. The love I have for you is enough to fill the deepest voids, and my provision is enough to sustain you through every trial. You are whole in my eyes, and when you recognize this, you stop looking outward for fulfillment and begin to feel the fullness of life within. This is the richness that is available to you at every moment, not in the things you possess, but in the awareness that all you need is already within your reach. I am the source of all abundance, and when you turn to me, when you trust in my provision, you begin to understand that you are always enough. You are never lacking, never insufficient. In my love, in my care, you are complete. So remember, there is always enough with me. It is not found in the pursuit of endless possessions or the chase after fleeting desires. It is found in the simple, quiet knowing that I provide for you every moment. And in that provision, you have all you need. The world may tell you that happiness comes from acquiring more, but true happiness comes from realizing that what you seek is already within you, already provided. And in that, you find peace, you find contentment, and you find the abundance that surpasses all understanding. As you journey through life, there will be times when you feel the pull of fear, the fear of not having enough. It may come in moments of uncertainty, when the world around you seems to be shifting, or when you are faced with challenges that appear insurmountable. In these times, you may feel the deep ache of scarcity, the thought that there isn't enough time, enough resources, or enough support to carry you through. But I tell you, this is an illusion. The fear of scarcity arises from the belief that there is a limit to the blessings I can give you, that you are somehow separate from the infinite flow of abundance that is available to all. This belief, born from the world's conditioning, tells you that you must fight for what you need, that there are only so many resources, only so much love, only so many opportunities. But I say to you, there is no limit to the supply I offer. There is no end to the goodness, the love, and the provision that are at your disposal. You are not bound by the constraints of the material world, for you are one with the divine flow of life itself. When you let go of the illusion of scarcity, you open yourself to the reality of abundance. You begin to understand that there is no lack, no void, no emptiness when you walk with me. You are not a separate being striving to fill a hole. You are a divine creation, woven into the fabric of eternity, with access to all the blessings of the universe. There is always enough with me, because I am the source of all things. My supply is infinite, and it is yours to claim. The illusion of scarcity thrives on fear and doubt. When you worry about the future, when you fixate on what you don't have, or what you fear losing, you create a false reality in your mind. But I ask you to trust in the truth of who you are, in the truth that there is always enough with me. I am the source of all provision, material, emotional, and spiritual. There is no need to grasp, to hoard, or to fear. Everything you need is already yours. It is simply a matter of opening your heart and mind to receive it. The world's systems often promote the idea that there isn't enough to go around. Competition, comparison, and fear of loss are built into the very structure of society. But I call you to rise above these illusions. You are not in competition with anyone. There is no need to compare your journey with that of another. My plan for you is unique, and my provision for you is tailored to your needs. You do not have to fight for what is already yours. You do not have to beg or plead for my favor. It is given freely, generously, and without measure. When you trust in my provision, you cease to worry about what you do not have. You stop measuring your worth by what you own or how much you've accumulated. Instead, you understand that your true worth lies in your connection to me. In the love and grace that flow through you, you begin to live with the understanding that you are never lacking. You are always enough, and you have everything you need to thrive. I am the giver of all gifts, the creator of all things, and there is no end to my abundance. There is no situation, no season, no circumstance that I cannot provide for. When you surrender to this truth, you release the need to control, to worry, to fear. You step into the flow of divine abundance, and you begin to experience life in its fullest form. No longer do you see lack. Instead, you see the countless blessings that are ever present in your life. Even in times of difficulty, you will see that there is always enough. In the moments when you feel like you are running out of time, energy, or resources, remember that I am with you. You are never alone. I am your provider, and I will make sure that you have everything you need to move forward. You may not always understand how, but trust that my ways are beyond your comprehension. What seems impossible to you is simply a stepping stone in the divine plan I have for you. So, let go of the illusion of scarcity. Release the grip of fear that tells you there isn't enough. Step into the truth that with me, there is always enough. Trust in my provision. Trust in my time. And trust that you are always supported. The abundance of the universe flows freely to you, and it is enough. It is more than enough. It is exactly what you need, when you need it. As you stand in the present moment, facing the world around you, remember that the greatest wealth you have is not measured in material possessions, but in the love and grace I provide for you. There is always enough with me because my love is boundless and my grace is infinite. These are the treasures that will carry you through every season, every challenge, and every joy in your life. When you are connected to the wellspring of my love, you will find that you are never in need, for my love fills all spaces within you, leaving no room for fear, doubt, or scarcity. Love, in its truest form, has the power to transform. It nourishes the soul, heals wounds, and offers the strength to endure even the most difficult times. When you open yourself to my love, you align with the eternal truth that there is always enough. The love I give is not conditional, nor is it based on your worthiness or actions. It is freely given, without expectation, and it is more than enough to sustain you in every aspect of your life. There are moments when you may feel unloved, unsupported, or abandoned. You may question if you are truly worthy of love, if you are truly deserving of all the blessings that life has to offer. But I tell you now, that is not the truth. The truth is that you are always loved, always supported, and always enough in my eyes. My love is constant, unwavering, and unchanging, no matter what you face. It is a love that transcends time and space, a love that envelops you even when you cannot feel it. You are never separated from my love. It is always with you, always available, always enough. My grace is the same. It is the unearned, undeserved favor that I extend to you, not based on your actions or efforts, but simply because I love you. Grace flows freely from me to you, and in that grace, you find all that you need to thrive. It is my grace that gives you the strength to overcome challenges, the wisdom to navigate difficult situations, and the peace to accept what is. When you receive my grace, you realize that you are never lacking, never in need of anything, for I have already given you everything you need to live a full and abundant life. It is through my love and grace that you come to understand the truth. There is always enough with me, no matter what the world tells you, no matter how much you may seem to be or not have. You are never in scarcity. You are never without. You are always enough, always loved, and always supported by me. This truth is not just a fleeting moment of realization. It is a constant state of being. When you trust in my love and grace, you begin to see the world through a different lens. A lens of abundance, a lens of wholeness, a lens of enough. In the quiet moments, when you take a deep breath and center yourself in the present, you will feel the presence of my love surrounding you. You will feel the peace that comes from knowing you are enough, exactly as you are. There is no need to prove yourself, no need to strive for more. No need to chase after the fleeting things of this world. All you need is to remain connected to me, to trust in my love and grace, and to remember that you are always enough. As you continue on your journey, know that my love and grace will never run dry. They will never falter, never wane, never be withheld from you. They are always enough. And when you embrace this truth, when you live in the fullness of my love and grace, you will find that everything you need, peace, joy, fulfillment, is already within you. You will realize that there is nothing more to seek, nothing more to achieve, for you have all you need in the present moment. You are enough. My love is enough. My grace is enough. There is always enough with me.